hair just didn't want to cooperate today. Sort out the cushions today. And someone's just going to come in, aren't they? What? Hopefully we're not going to have any more interruptions. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am filming for you today a review of Michaelmas term, which is first term. So I'm just going to sit down and talk to you guys about how I thought my first term went, what I really enjoyed, what was a bit rubbish, sort of kind of evaluation thing that school makes you do all the time. But it is really good to sit down and reflect on kind of the past so you can learn and improve. Although I've kind of done it mentally, I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about it as well, so I could share my ideas with you guys. I also want to talk to you about one thing that I didn't really show in my vlogs at all, because I think it's quite important. Although my channel is about positivity and staying happy and stuff, I'm also about like being really real, and just showing you that it's not all like good and it's not all happy all the time, because I did struggle during my first few weeks there. So I kind of wanted to talk about a few different things. Like, I wanted to talk about what happened, what like really happened during my first few weeks, maybe talk a bit about the work, about how I just generally stayed quite healthy, how I managed to not get too stressed. If you want to sit down and have a little chat, then just grab a notebook or something, grab a banana and sit down and we'll get into this video. Anyway, I'm going to start with what actually happened during the first few weeks. I'm going to university, and I think it's a really big change, and it's probably one of the biggest changes in like a teenager's life. You're going into higher education and stuff. You're also having to move out more often than not. It's all about gaining a lot of independence, and for some people they can't wait to get out of the house, they can't wait to leave their parents, their family, and they're just like so excited. Personally, I had mixed feelings. On the one hand, I was really excited, but on the other hand, I knew that I was really going to miss home. Whenever I've been away on like school trips and stuff, I've always got quite homesick. I'm just a big wuss or whatever. I get really upset and I just like cry, and yeah, I don't know, lots of people will experience the same thing, I suppose. I knew that that was going to be a little bit of a problem. Like, the homesickness really did kick in when everyone left. Firstly, it was so hard saying goodbye. Just being left on your own in this room, it's quite like, it's really quite scary, and it was really hard, like emotionally. During Freshers Week, it's so full on, so there was a lot to do to try and take my mind off it. But like, whenever I was left in my room on my own, I did get really upset. Like, I would just sit and just cry, and then I'd like phone mum on FaceTime, and then I'd just cry to mum. In my Freshers Week vlog, I was really happy, and because like Freshers Week is supposed to be about like making new friends and having a really good time, and yes, I did have a good time, I'm not going to deny that, but it took a long time to like fully settle in. I was really worried about the work, I was really worried about fitting in, making new friends, fitting in dance alongside, because I didn't know how much work we were going to get. So I was like homesick, I was kind of worried, and then I was trying to make new friends, trying to fit in. So the whole thing was, it was really tough. It took me about probably until like halfway through the term to like feel fully settled. But the main thing, I was really glad that I went to see the welfare team at my college. What I hope every university has is this support team or service that helps freshers or anyone at university to settle in and to make that transition as smooth as possible. Had I not like been to see them, I think it would have been a whole different story, because I was so close to like being like, I just want to go home. I was so close to just saying, that's it, I don't want to do this anymore. But I went to see the welfare team, and I cannot stress how amazing and how helpful they were. In like the second week or something, I saw one of the welfare team. I saw them every day. They were so incredibly happy and positive, and they definitely kept my spirits up and made sure that I wasn't missing home too much. They were just like, just reassuring you that everyone will settle in and find their feet at some point. Like, it will take quite a long time in some cases, but you will eventually settle in. And it really did help me settle in. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. They were literally amazing. I don't know whether I'll go through the same thing next time, but hopefully it will be a lot smoother. I think that lots of people will experience the same thing, and many people might be ashamed to like admit that they're really homesick, but it's a genuine thing, and moving out from home is so difficult and such a big change, so it's just quite important to address those issues. So in terms of the work, Natskis are incredibly heavy with like the contact hours, and we also have supervision work to do as well, so the work is extremely full on. Bottom line, it was really intense. At first it was a really big shock to the system. I was literally like, whoa. Again, it took like a few weeks until I fully felt like I was getting into a good routine. At first it's literally just like, oh my goodness, I need to try and do this and this. It just feels really overwhelming, but it's really important that you fit a rigorous timetable and stick to it, and that is what helped me get through it all and make sure I was doing it on time and staying on top of my work. That's the funny thing, I also missed the supervision because I overslept. I'm surprised I didn't actually do that like a few times, because at home I don't get up very easily. Like my mum was so worried, she's like, how are you gonna get up on your own? But one morning I must have been really tired. It was a Friday, I had a 7:50 a.m. supervision. I woke up at like 8:10 and I looked at my phone, I was like, oh my gosh, I missed my supervision. My supervisor, he's so chilled, which is good. I managed to fit in an extra one, so we don't get penalised or anything. It's not a big deal, like it's fine. Like Cambridge isn't so stressful, it's not that strict. Yes, the work was really hard, like some of it is really hard and you have to like really think, and it is quite draining sometimes, but the group of Bio-Natskis at my college, they're just amazing. They're all really helpful, they're all really friendly, so lovely. We all help each other, it's great. But then leading on from the work, how I managed to stay like healthy and not get too tired or get ill, because Freshers Week is when lots of people are going out partying and stuff, so it is really easy to get ill. When we go into like a lecture hall and there's like hundreds of people in there and everyone is literally coughing and sniffing and sneezing and germs are flying everywhere, you are very likely to get ill. I definitely came down with like a cold and stuff and just a general sore throat, but I'm pretty proud of my immune system. It's strong. I think what's most important, and I will keep going on about it because my channel is about this as well, is just eating well, eating enough. Like you see, I eat an abundance of like whole plant foods and they give me so much energy. They just keep me so healthy, like from the inside out. It's so good. I need to ask you guys, if anyone else is at university, is it like a known phenomenon or like something that happens to all students at university? Because I remember Emily telling me this, like she'd be like, at university you just always get hungry like all the time, and I was like, no, surely not. Like at home, like yes, I'm hungry like at meal times or whatever, but at university, like literally I'm always hungry, and it confirmed that what Emily had said. It was so true. I was hungry all the time. After every lecture I'd just be so hungry. Probably because I was always on the go, I was active, I needed to eat a lot. But I think when you talk to other people like in a supervision or like during a lecture, everyone's just like, I'm just thinking of food. But then I just eat loads of plant foods and keeps my stomach nice and happy. So that's about food and eating well. It's really important. I would not advise, don't live on like pot noodles and stuff. When I was cooking for myself in the evenings, like some people might be like, shouldn't you be working? And like, isn't that such a waste of your time? No, because it's when I'm able to take a break, I'm able to enjoy cooking and like making food for myself. It's like a break. Like you can't work all the time. Yeah, that's another thing to do with work. You can't work all the time, and it kind of leads on to extracurricular stuff that I definitely advise you do. If you're just working all the time, like you won't make friends, you won't meet people, and you'll just get really tired and bored, unmotivated. It's just not really healthy, not a healthy way to live, to work. I did rowing, I went to dance like pretty much every day. I'd go to the gym sometimes because that was really fun. De-stress, talk to other people, interact with a different group of friends, and what got me through term a lot of the time, because if I'd had lectures in the morning and it was going a bit slowly, I just look forward to dance at the end of the day or something like that, and it would just get me through the day. It was really good. And finally, another way that I stayed healthy was getting enough sleep, because often you'll fall ill when you don't get enough sleep. So when I used to talk to some other people doing like my subject, or just generally, they'd be like, I have to go to bed at like early hours in the morning, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock or something. It's fine, like the occasional odd night out or something, but I would not advise doing it every day. I was in bed around 11:30 every night. Personally, I think that's too late. Like, I wanted to be in bed earlier, but because I had quite a lot of work, I did have to fit it all in. And I was getting up at like 7 AM most mornings, 8 o'clock on Sunday, so I didn't actually have an official lie-in at all. So I was getting a decent amount of sleep, but next time I'm gonna try and hopefully get a bit more. Like, now that I know my timetable, I know how it works, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get more sleep. Sleep is really key, food is really key, exercise, socializing with friends is really key. I think I've mentioned most things about what happened during Michaelmas Jam. The good things were just I've met so many new people, I joined different societies, I stayed on top of my work, I did pretty well, made new friends. Did I say that? I fended for myself, I cooked my own food, did my washing every week, went shopping. I like have gained a lot of independence and I've grown a lot as a person. The downsides, maybe the homesickness. The work was a bit tough sometimes, work got pretty overloaded sometimes with work. But there weren't that many negatives, like it was definitely like really fun. Anyway, I think that's probably everything for this video that I wanted to talk about. Had a little casual sit down with me, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I'm planning next week's video is hopefully going to be a revision tips video, tips for like A-levels and GCSE success, because I know that was quite highly requested and I will enjoy doing that video as well. Well, revision. Is it enjoyable? Yes, it is. I'm trying to motivate you guys. I'm having to revise at the moment because I have mocks when I go back. So it is quite suitable at this time. If you look forward to that video, hopefully that'll be next Sunday. What else? I hope you're looking forward to my vlogs next time. I want to incorporate different stuff into them, change up the titles a bit, make it more interesting, be a bit more creative, experiment a bit more, which I'm really excited about. But I want to ask you guys, if you could comment down below stuff that you want to see me do in the vlogs, stuff you want me to incorporate. It doesn't have to be to do with Cambridge, like just leave stuff down below so that I know what you guys enjoy watching. That'd be great. I'm pleased with what I've put out there for you guys last term, but I know that starting a YouTube channel and starting blogging for the first time, like obviously I'm not the best at it yet, I'm not a pro, whatever. Hopefully they'll just get better. We'll keep improving, guys. We're working on it. It's an upwards journey. This is my top, by the way. I really love it. It's so cute. I love avocado. In the meantime, you can follow me on social media. You can follow me on Snapchat, HollyGW, Instagram and Twitter, VeganHollyG. I'll stay tuned with you guys. Until then, I will speak to you in my next video. Bye. My new phone case just confirmed my love for bananas. It has goopy eyes. One of them came off. Freaking another eye came off! Oh my gosh. That is not good. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to contact the... I'm not impressed. Oh! I should also say, the shower's now been turned on. It's probably ruining the audio. I wish you a very happy new year. Set new goals. What do you want to achieve? Write it down. Make it happen. Bring on 2017, guys. I'll see you there.